we got this business. We started middle of COVID. Not the smartest man on the planet, but we'll let you slide on that one.
Well, I think I am pretty smart because when everyone else was shutting down, we were letting everyone know we're here. So
Oh,
everyone called them.
that's true, but it's a scary freaking thing, right? Like I don't know, I feel like the East Coast was even worse for COVID than even over on the West Coast, but
Right.
I feel like over there, like you guys had a lot more issues that shutdowns and stuff like that. So you started this business during COVID, you've grown it to now. What is your revenue going to be this year?
We're probably going to double again, and we should do around 15 million to 16 million.
So 15 to 16 million dollars in that short of a period of time,
Yep.
and did you have a lot of startup capital, or what was your? I mean, people always ask, how much money did you start with, right? Did you have a bunch of startup capital?
$2,000.
$2,000.
I've started every single business with $2,000.
So if you guys are listening and you're like, how much money do I need to start? Oh, you had all this money. I started with 10. So I started with 10. He started with 2. And in 30 months, he's been able to grow a business that's going to do $15-16 million this year, which is first off, congratulations. That's freaking badass. Secondly, right, like you were able to grow it and you grew it very smart. So, one of the things I resonated with me when we first talked a couple years ago is like, no, I don't have an office. What the hell do I need an office for? That's just a waste of money.
Right.
And so often these guys, they start their business and they go get a big office and all this stuff and all this overhead and all this shit. And then they don't really need it. You want to talk a little bit how you're able to operate your business without having an office?
Right. So the biggest thing is that, like I said, I wanted to take this business. I wanted to take a brand or a business that we did nationwide, right? So if we're not thinking nationwide, we can't go nationwide. And my biggest thing was, how can we operate this business brick and mortar less, right? So with no buildings, like nowhere for people to go. It was COVID, so it actually made us think about this and have to do it, so that we made it so that people could work from their homes and we could still scale this business. So that's one thing that helped us with this whole thing, is we had to think outside the box. We had to think, okay, we can't be around people. So how can we set this business up so that people can work from home and we can still scale this, communicate with our people so that they can still get the training they need to continue to operate the way that we need this business to operate and get the message out. So really it helped us. It actually forced us to think differently, right? So, and the biggest thing is the first business that I started, we started in 2006. So I had a really awesome year, right? Of growth the first year that we went in business, and then 2008 the recession hit. So I've already been through it, you know what I mean? So that was very lucky that we've been already had to deal with a recession, right? And I did the same thing back then. Back then, that's what Facebook became, right? We remember you could only just talk on Facebook. And then all of a sudden, people started posting pictures, right? Yeah. And I saw that and I took advantage of that. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to fucking post pictures nonstop, right? This is new and I'm going to take this to the next level. So we started creating videos, and then they let us start putting videos. So, dude, I went to my grandmother's house. We installed a ductless system there. And I took a video with a drone. I had a company come and drone, and no one was doing this at the time. So we took that company from 5.4 million in commercial work, transformed it in 1 year after joining Nexstar to 5.4 in residential, because I was done with the commercial world. I didn't want to deal with that. It was so unorganized, like couldn't make any money, ridiculous, right? And brought that from literally from 0 to 12 million in 3 years. So that was pretty cool. So all we did was take the practices and the principles that we did back then, and then just supercharge it now with our new brand.